Morning, guys. Matthew with Be Different. It's good to be back in routine. I've been gone to Miami. As I told you, my wife is a surrogate, and so we had to see the baby off in Miami back to where they're from. And so that was a big experience, and a lot of the schedule adjustment because it's on the East Coast, and so the 3-hour difference was throwing me way off. And the last day we were there, I finally got adjusted, of course. And so then we came back here. So now I'm running off a little bit of jet lag and excitement to get back into my routine because I miss these daily morning sessions with reading the Word and diving into it and reading my devotionals and spending time with God and praying for my family. I miss this time, and it's an energizing time for me because it's a time that I get to be alone, time that there's no distraction. It's tempting to go in front of the computer and do work things or business things or whatever, but this time with God is invaluable and time I just can never get back. And so anyway, today I was reading with my devotionals, and it caught me. I didn't realize, I don't know if you guys did, but I didn't realize how many times it took Simon Peter to believe in God, like truly believe in Him. Yeah, he knew He was around. He knew he's seen His miracle and signs, but did you know it took him 4 encounters, direct encounters with God, for him to be like, okay, I'm going to follow you, God? Did you know it took him 4 times? I had no idea. And just to kind of sum it up, so this was after Simon Peter had learned that Jesus was the Messiah. That's a word of mouth type thing there, but so this is after Jesus had spent time in Peter's home. So he was with him, spent time with him, talked to him. So he was like, okay, cool. And then after Peter had seen Jesus miraculously heal his mother-in-law, that's a story of his mother-in-law where, in the Bible where she's got some kind of fever, and he just kind of speaks to it and it goes, of course. And then she just gets up and starts cooking for everybody, right? Like nothing had happened. She got all this energy all of a sudden. She's cooking for everybody and preparing a meal. And so he's seen that, and he's kind of like, oh, okay, that's cool. And then the 4th time, after he had witnessed Jesus healing multitudes outside his own home. So he's standing there, he's hanging out with Jesus, and he's like, people are getting healed, set free, falling down at Jesus' feet, worshiping Him, saying, oh my gosh, this is, obviously incredible. I would have loved to have been there. And he's still kind of like on the fence about it. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, dude, how many times does it take, And from us as an outsider perspective, it's like, how could he not believe at that point? And what really sent him over the edge the 4th time was that when they're in the boats, they went fishing, and the 2 boats fill insanely full with fish, so much so that they're sinking. And, for me, it would have been the miracle of healing. I've been like, sold, man. I'm on board. But for him, it was the fish in the boats. And I say all this to say that every believer is different. It may take 10 encounters with God. When you may pray for someone and for healing, and God may not heal it, and we're like, God, why didn't you heal that? It's the encounters with God. Maybe that encounter with God, if they would have gotten healed, maybe they'd been like, oh, whatever, it was a coincidence, God isn't real. But it takes that encounter, that special timing, God's timing with that person, to all of a sudden change their heart. And all of a sudden, they're a firm believer in God. And that's what God's timing is all about. That's what this is all about. It's showing us that every person is different. You can look at other people in the Bible. People follow Him immediately. And, He just says, hey, come follow me. They're like, cool. And just his word alone is enough for them. But for some other people, it takes miracles. I mean, this guy, he saw 2 miracles before his even 3rd one came along with the fish. So he's like, all right, no big deal. And like I said, everybody is different. So we have to keep that in mind when we're trying to talk to people about God, trying to pray for them, trying to show them God's Word. It's not always going to work the 1st time, the 2nd time, the 3rd time, the 4th time. It varies, and it's by what's it's going to take to convert that person to God. The point is that we as Christians need to be persistent. We need to continue to put the good message out there, continue to preach to our children, continue to show other people through our actions that we are Christ-like and godly examples. And, I tell my kids this all the time, to be godly examples, and they need to be in today's really rough world because frankly, there's not a lot of us out there. I don't think anyway. I mean, I go to church and we all come together in one place, But as the population of the world grows, I feel like there's less and less Christians with positive messages out there, and it becomes harder and harder to find as we become more and more oppressed. So it's important today that we share the message with God, and regardless of we think it takes or not, the fact of the matter is we're doing His work and sharing His good message. Be different today, guys. I love you. Have a great day.